What's up, guys? So in today's video I'm going to be showing you a quick and easy way for you to level the bed on your Creality K1 Max machine. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so you're here because obviously you need help with leveling the bed on your K1 Max. So I'm going to show you an easy way to do it with a dial indicator. And I got this one from Amazon. It's the WIN 1-inch dial indicator. And here it is here. When you buy this dial indicator on Amazon, it is cheap, but it does come with this back on there. So this is the original back, and typically that wouldn't be a problem, but for this application it is because of how we're going to mount it. So what I did was took that off, got rid of that, and I went ahead and 3D printed one. I created it and then I just printed it out, and I reused the screws from the original back. So you're good to go. And then you're also going to need to 3D print the mounting bracket, which I did that too. And you'll need these heat inserts. You just need two. And I'll include the sizes and all that stuff in the description. And then you'll need one M4 bolt, which is that, and a nut to go with it. And like I said, all the sizes will be in the description. And once you have all that stuff, it takes like probably 20 minutes, depending on your machine, to print this bracket right here. And I think it took me like 7 or 8 minutes to print the back because I didn't do much infill at all. I mean, it's just a cover. Honestly, you really don't even have to have it. If you don't want to do that, I mean, if you just want to run it with it open, I don't suggest that, but I mean, it'll get you by if you need to do that, no problem. So once you have all this, you're good to go. And let me show you on the machine. Alright guys, so we're going to start with the dial indicator method. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to home your print head, and that's going to allow you to move it, because right now it's going to be locked, and honestly you want to be able to move it up and down, because right now obviously the print bed is way too high for you to even be able to mount this right there where the AR LiDAR camera is. So let me show you what you're going to want to do. So you're going to want to bounce down here to your screen, and you're going to want to hit the home Z, and that's going to home that Z axis in for you, and we're going to let it do that. It doesn't take long. Okay, so now that that's in, now you can bounce down here, and the 1mm, 10mm, and 30mm, that's going to be your movement range. So if you have it on 1mm and you hit Z down, so let's hit Z down, that's barely going to move your bed, and that's going to come in handy. That is useful, but right now we need to go 10, not 30. 30 is going to move it a lot. 10 will move it probably about what you need. So that's going to move it 10mm, and you'll probably want to go one more to give yourself some room. And so now we're good. And so now what you'll do is you'll take your dial indicator and you're going to mount it right here. So you're going to take off this AI LiDAR camera. There's 2 screws in it. You'll remove that, and then you'll unplug it. There are no clips for the plug. All you do is pull out on it, and just be careful with it. But I've taken mine off several times, no issues. Just 2 screws. Keep those 2 screws because you are going to put this back when you're done, and you're also going to use them to mount your dial indicator. So here we are on top, and you got 1 screw here. I don't know if I can get it in the shot, but you have another screw right back here somewhere. I think the bar is like kind of in a way, but it might be right there. I think it's there. So anyways, there's 2 up there. You pop those off, your LiDAR comes off, and then you're just gonna mount your dial indicator bracket, and you're good to go. So your dial indicator has the 2 heat inserts that you installed, and that's what's gonna allow you to connect this to your print head. So once it's all said and done, your AI LiDAR is off of there, then this is gonna sit right in front of your print head, just like that. So let me move this bed down just a little bit because it's kind of too high for me to function. So there we go. So now it's going to sit in front, and it's going to be mounted just like that, right? And the key to this thing is once you have it mounted, you're going to basically move your print head around the bed really to all four corners. I do all four corners, and I also do the middle right here. So I'll do one corner, middle, another corner, and then I'll go to the back and repeat the same process, right? So once you get this mounted and you got your dial indicator, what you really want to do is you want to have the dial indicator where it's barely touching the bed. And you don't want the zeros. Watch the hand on the zero. You see how it moves? I mean, I'm barely touching it. This will dial your bed in to a hair. So once you have that on there and it's barely touching, then what you'll do is you'll come over here, and because right now your motors are locked, so you can't really move them. So, but you've got your dial indicator mounted and you're ready to go. Now you want to unlock those motors. So you'll come down here and you'll hit off. And if you hear, I don't know if you could hear the motors, all that noise just stopped, right? So now you can freely move the head. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not going to hurt it. So now this is mounted and you can freely move that head around however you want. So right now I'm going to push this back out of the way because we're not going to use the head. We're just going to use this. And so what you're going to do is, now you've got your print head. Now you want to pull your print head up here and you want to grab your measurement from here. And the goal is you want to bring up your print bed and to where it moves the zero. So if you want to watch the zero, it's going to move like that. And then once it moves like that, you want to bring it back down to zero. And then that's it. And you're going to do that on all four corners and in the middle if you choose to. Now you might be wondering, how am I bringing up the bed? How am I adjusting the bed like that? So there's another kit on Amazon that you can buy. Now it's not for the Creality K1 Max. It's actually for like an Ender version or whatever, but it fits and I bought it. So here's that. You're going to install these on all four screws all the way around. So you're going to take off the build plate. So if you take off this build plate right here, it's going to expose the screws required. See, there you go. All four corners have this screw right here. So you're going to take, it's real simple. Even if I mean, I've never done it before and I did it in like 10 minutes. It's nothing. So you take off all four of these screws and then you're going to lift up this the hotbed, and then there's going to be some little silicone bushings in there. And the ones that Creality puts in there, they're actually not silicone, they're like a plastic and they have no give to them. And so that's what you're wanting to do. You're wanting to remove those and you're going to put some silicone ones in there that have a little squish to them. So then you'll have some type of adjustment, and all you need is a little bit adjustment. So, and what this does is this, I'm not going to turn it because my bed's level. So what you'll do is if your bed needs to come up, you'll loosen this and it'll allow your bed to go up. And then if this corner needs to come down, you'll tighten it, and that tightening that screw is going to squish the little bushing in there, and it's going to allow your bed to come down. Now this doesn't give you a whole heck of a lot of adjustment, because if your bed should be close to level already, and this is just going to allow you to fine tune your bed. So if your bed is super out of whack, then you have a whole nother problem. And this isn't really going to help you. You need to get your bed close, and if you've taken care of your machine, it should be close. So I'll put a link in the description for this, and these are all aluminum handles. They're super nice. Now you can go on to Thingiverse and printables and all that, and you can print these, but I chose to buy them because it comes with the extended screws that you need, and it also comes with the silicone bushings. Now those silicone bushings are a little bit thick. Now that's up to you if you want to install them. I chose to cut mine down, and that's just a preference thing. So that's it for the dial indicator. That's pretty much all you need to know.